Hello, this is Zach Brooks, Dr. Z, and I'm making a video today of my exercise workout routine. And I'd really like to challenge my friends out in the world to make their own and share them because I want to see actually what other people do, so I can get some best practices out of this, incorporate some of the best things I see from my friends. So a couple of my friends in the UK, Stephen Jarvis, obviously, Simon Elmore, Gavin Giles, and then I'd love to see Howard's workout routine at some point, maybe Lloyd if he wants to jump in. I also have Gray Brett, I'd love to see your workout routine, David, and who else from the United States? So David from the United States, Dean, my friend from South Africa, is doing a lot of really cool things right now. And a lot of us are inspired, and obviously Johnny too in California, a lot of us are inspired to do this 25 push-ups and 25-day routine. And the more I do this, the more I'm really having a lot of fun watching others do theirs, and I'm getting new things out of it all the time. So I thought I'd do my 30-minute routine today. I'll put the YouTube video out there if anyone wants to watch it, and also a time lapse, which is a much quicker version, so people can watch that if they want to. So I'm going to challenge everyone I named and probably a few others to share their routine at some point. Since we can't be with each other in person, doing these Zoom activities with each other, it's been actually a lot of fun and makes me feel a lot closer to the people I really care about and miss, which is you guys, the people I miss, and just looking forward to learning from you. So at any point, my basic principle is to start from slow to faster, from cool to warmer. So my entire warm-up routine is designed to get me ready for the next thing I'm doing, which is cycling. So I go out on the balcony on a stationary bike. I'm looking forward to riding with Tim and David at some point, but my hub is having some problems, so I'll get my Swift set up soon. So when I start exercising, I start super slow, and I go from top to bottom, just as a way to remember things, because if you write everything down, you might be able to remember it, but I sometimes forget things, so I'll just go from top to bottom, nice and slow with my exercise routine. And everything's super slow at this point, because we really want to get our body warmed up and get it ready to do workout. Most trainers and professional athletes, will tell you that everything, or professional dancers, Audra Allen out there, will tell you that everything's about warming up and getting your body ready to do something really hard. So keep it nice and smooth. Soccer goalies kind of do this, stretch a lot. They do something more like this. Side to side. I only do a couple head movements because I get a little bit dizzy, which is funny that after just 3 or so rotations I get a little bit dizzy, so I limit them. So now that I've kind of done my head, my shoulders, a little bit of my core, I start with my legs, and up. I'm just tapping my feet in between. This is for Mr. David out there, great swimmer from Illinois. He gets to it in. This is for my good friend Dean in South Africa. Always super impressed with Dean. He's such a gamer, such a great athlete, such a strong dude. This is for my friend Lloyd in Southern California, my brother. Definitely miss Lloyd. Can't wait to see you again soon. All my really good buddies in the UK, really good mates, as you guys say. Gavin, super cool, fun athlete, strong dude. Stephen Jarvis, really a world champion on so many levels. Simon, with Simon. Super great sportsman. You motivate a lot of people to do great things. Think about my friend Les Oncles from France. And what a fantastic spirit. Espoir de vie. I think that's the word he has. So then I go take a wide stance. Just kind of keep everything nice and slow. And gradually warming up my body, getting blood to move around my body, and more circulation, and so forth. So do a lunge, and I know that because of this camera angle, you can't see me completely. It's the only thing I really have, though. I'm using an iPad. And out. Stretch forward. So I've kind of done my legs a little bit, shake it out, bounce. And as you can see, everything's super easy. There's nothing super complex or complicated about any of this. Just try to keep my body, or get my body, excuse me, kind of warmed up. And that's phase one, which kind of finished. Now I moved into phase two, where I keep the same idea going, which is just slow to a little bit faster, cool, which is now I'm warm, so warm to hot in terms of my workout. So first thing I do is just a little stretch. I'd also love to see a workout routine from good friends Donna Hart in Canada, Jillian from Canada, Holly, fantastic friend from the US, Herman from Colombia, amigo, me encantaría ver tu rutina de ejercicio, de calentarte, todo, calentarse, todo. Hernán de Argentina, todo día, o me encantaría también verte como tú lo haces todo, porque ya eres un atleta muy impresionante, puedes compartir mucho. So I'd like to see a couple of my friends from South America do this as well, to show off their exercise routine. Mija, I'd also love to see your exercise routine at some point, and I hope you're doing well. I'd love to say Vicente de España. Espero que estés bien, amigo. I'd also love to see from my friends from Mexico, their routine. Francisco, Erika, espero que estén bien, están pasando bien este momento increíble en nuestra tierra. I would also love to see Elma's routine from Germany, maybe Gudrun. Elmar, wie geht's dir denn? Alles klar bei dir? Du bist sehr stark. Bist du immer ein gutes Beispiel für die Welt, was denn möglich ist? So Elmar is a heart transplant recipient and has done the Ironman a couple of times, so super impressive guy. So I'd love to see his workout routine. So after I've kind of done the front part of some additional stretching, and I get a turnover, get in my back to do some more stretching so you can see everything's nice and smooth in terms of what I'm doing, not really pushing myself at all yet. So we'll stretch here with one foot on top of the opposite knee, and then clasp your hands on the knee that's the leg that's supporting the other leg. And switch. Shake out your legs a little bit. I kind of do a little bit of a butterfly here to kind of check in with my groin. Not really too extreme here, just kind of see where I am, whatever your natural stretch is or your fitness is, just go with it. Don't worry about anything more than your best today. Because any athlete will tell you that, you know, there's days you wake up and you're just not feeling it, and you just do it anyway. And I'll now do a crossover. I wrote a book called Discovering Your Human Algorithm, and Chapter 1 is called Athletics. The tagline for that chapter is to be human is to move. We can't accomplish anything in life. We can't go from point A to point B or feel anything new or do anything new or have different experiences if we're not willing to move. And so just doing any exercise is a nice little metaphor on life. To be human is to move. To be human is to start something, to move and give ourselves an opportunity for the next thing. And it all starts with that initiation, that motivation internally to move. So chapter 1 of my book is Athletics, to be human is to move. Hold my legs up in the air for a while. Starting to gauge my core a little bit. Always going to work with my core. And come to this position. I don't know if I can get better there, a little bit. Going in a butterfly position, my legs are not touching the ground. If you're able to, go for it. If you're not, if you're way up here, then just go with that. So I'm just letting my legs tend to go where they are. I'll push a little bit. This is all very much a cool, kind of a slow, gentle warm-up still. Not pushing myself, not gonna go crazy. Because I really want my body to be warmed up for the cycling later, which is when, towards the end, even then I warm up for 10 minutes, I'll start to really push myself. And the idea is just to get your body ready. And after this, I'll do a crossover. See if I can improve the angle on this a little bit. There we go, that's better. So that's the end of phase 2 for me. So the first phase, I started standing up just by warming up from head to toe. Then I went on my front, did some kind of stretching exercises, turned on my back, also did stretching exercises. Now I'm entering phase 3. Now this kind of enters into core, light core kind of workout. I'm not doing weights yet. I actually don't have access to weights, which is a little bit frustrating, but we'll make do with what we have in life no matter what. So when I go into my core routines, I start my front and back, so just following the same pattern. It works for me to kind of do the same pattern, and then sometimes if I forget an individual exercise, at least the pattern is correct, and usually in the course of doing the pattern, I'll remember the exercise if I happen to forget it. So start my front, and I'll start off by doing planks for 15-20 seconds. I used to time this religiously, and it's also a good idea to time yourself. But now I just kind of do it until I feel a certain tension, tiny bit of tiredness in my core. If I hadn't shouted out Matt Castle yet, I'd love to. Love to see Matt Castle's workout routine. The guy always shows up to the games super fit and ready, so I'd love to see what he does. So this is my second of 3 planks. I love to see Tamron's workout, my good friend from Australia at some point. I'm just doing a little bit of tri workout. The reason I do the tri in the middle of the planks is since I'm doing 360 degrees, I try to not waste any time or space. So since I'm going at 360 degrees, I might as well just throw in a little exercise there, and that's why I'm doing the triceps. Then I'll come back and complete my planks. I'd also love to see my friend Tatiana and Tatiana from Colombia, Tati from Paraguay. What are you guys doing? I know you're fit and have a lot to share. Me encantaría ver sus rutinas también, que son excelentes, por supuesto, y porque no puedes compartir un poquito con los otros, conmigo, por ejemplo. So that was part 1 of phase 3. Now I will do some push-ups. I'm gonna not do all the push-ups I normally do because I'm gonna also do the 25 push-up challenge a little bit later, so I don't want to exhaust myself completely. So I'll do most of the push-ups. I do. So usually what I do is wide, shoulder, narrow. Then I do some push-ups with my forearms. Audrey Allen showed me those, thank you. And finally I do some push-ups with the ball. So actually it looks like I'm gonna do all the push-ups I normally do. So do wide, I'm just gonna do 10 of each. Not kill myself, but it's a nice warm-up. And now this is going from cool to warm. I'm definitely heading towards hot because this is a pretty intense little thing. Alright, that's 10. Kind of stretch it out, take a second breather. Now I go to shoulder width. I'd also love to see Matt Tufina sometime. No, Matt's having fun with other parts of his life at the moment, but I can't wait to see his routine at some point. Next, I come narrow, which is I put my index finger and thumb together, make a little diamond, do 10 that way. And I'll do some forearm push-ups. I'll probably just do 3 on each side. These are very intense, which is I keep my hands shoulder length apart, go down, twist my hands to my shoulders, doing the pressure, and come back up. So try to do 3 on each side today. Good. Finally, do 10 on the ball, which is not only a push-up, but it's a stability exercise. I tend to have my hands super wide and tight. Some of my friends have said, hey, it's supposed to be more up top, but I don't want to fall over, so I try to keep it wider, and I go with it. So if you got a ball and want to do it, find what works, keep your core engaged, and squeeze out 10. That's good. Now finally, go to my back again and do one more set of exercises on the mat, and then I'll stand up again to finish phase 4. So start off by just doing some leg lifts, and I do 3 different type of leg lifts. So legs out parallel, up and down. Main thing here is the down. It's not to let your legs drop, actually control the movement downward. The next ones I'm going to do, I got from when I was in a dance company. If you ever do dance, stuff's hard, seriously hard. So I'm just pointed toes, back and forth. Feel like you're some professional dancer for a second. Not a bad sensation. Now I'll do the same thing with my toes, but just up and down. Sometimes I do more of these because they're a little bit easier. So try to do a few more. Good. Like you see, I'm not doing tons, just a little. Next, foot on knee, and then left, in this case, left elbow to right knee. And I have to say, I don't always get there, meaning my elbow doesn't always touch my knee, and bringing it to my elbow doesn't really count. And today, I'm going to be okay with not being perfect, because I'd rather do something as well as I absolutely can and have a day of exercise, come back tomorrow and get even better. So I think that was 10. I kind of stay in this position. I do the scissors here, so. Good. I stay in this position, and then I'll start doing, now I'm getting really definitely in the workout land, is my arms are flat on the floor, I bring them up, they sort of lead my abdominals, but everything comes from the abdominals first, so. little bit harder one at the end. Next, I kind of do the same thing that I just did. Now it's a stability ball. This one is not extra heavy, it's light. I like the heavier ones, but I'll work with it. And all I do is toss the ball between my hands and my feet, carefully to go slowly down, not touching the ground with the ball, but almost there. Pick these up. That was about 10. I stay here, stick my legs up, and I do side to side. As I pull myself up, now I'm going to kind of get myself on the ball of my buttocks, as it were, so to balance myself and do side to side. It's cool if you have like a medicine ball, 4 pound, 6 pound, 8 pound, or whatever the kilos are, and go side to side. But since I don't have that, I'll just mimic that. My friend Kate told me about this one, so. My legs might be shaking a little bit too much there, but it's still a good workout, side to side. And finally, almost finally, with the abdominals. This is definitely the last of phase 4 when I'm on the ground. Is the roller, you roll out as far as you can and come back. So I have friends who can go almost all the way flat. That's not me, so I just do what I can. I'd also love to see Jennifer from Illinois share her routine. Amazing transplant athlete. Do a few more of these. Carol, you can do one. Share it with the world. Do one more really good one. Definitely good core. So now with that, I go back up. I remove my mat for the moment. Now I start to use the exercise ball again. So here I do 4 exercises. So start off with abdominal, keep my back flat. And I'll use the ball to do some squats. Put it against the wall, go down, to at least there, maybe even farther. I do 15 or so of these. It's not quite like a squat, but all the movements are exactly like a squat. So if you don't have weights, it's okay. You can still do this with an exercise ball. And finally, I said I'd do 4, but I already did the push-up, so put my foot, one foot on the ball. I'll kick out a few steps with my opposite leg, and then just go down and back. I think that was 12. Good enough. Now switch sides. Kick out a little bit. Like jump out. And down. A few more. You probably notice I'm going pretty quickly through the routine. That's very intentional. So the less time you give your body to recover, the more your body has to do more with less. Doing more with less creates growth and strength, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. Most of my friends who are watching this know that routine very well. Doing more with less. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Now I'll do a couple rounds of some tension against my, right below, right above the knees. And the trick here is to really feel like your knees go first. So it's so easy to have your feet go first, but try to have your knees go first because that's the point of focus, just on the side here. Give you a little more strength in your ligaments to support this part of your lower and upper leg. Okay, with that, nearly finished. I have 4 more things to do. What I use in the absence of weights are some resistance bands fitted with little handles here. Cost $40-some to get this, a few others, so I have a workout gym at home. In the absence of a gym, can't wait to get back to a gym someday. Meantime, so I first do back, and I stick my hands under, so my hands aren't actually gripping, so that would be too easy to use my hands for this exercise. So this is back, so try to engage the back, let my back lead, and my wrists and hands follow, so engage the back. With most of these exercises, if not all, the real workout is not the up, it's the down. stay in this position. Now I grip the handles, go into a bicep. Just a basic curl. Again, it's not the up, it's the down. Good. Now I'll do 2 more. So I'll put one handle down on the ground, my foot in between the handle where my hand would go. And I step on this, the other side. Again, no hands, just where my wrist begins, not using my hands. And just up the shoulder. Stay on the side, and I'll do another tricep workout here. I put my hands here to kind of guide my tricep, make sure I'm not going left or right, because I'm really trying to isolate with a band that wants to go in different directions. I'll switch, get a little bit tired, I have to say, and go to the other side. And this is the last 2 workouts of my about 30-minute warm-up routine. And tricep supported with the other hand. Good. So that's it. That's my warm-up routine, which also serves as a workout because it's fairly intense, especially towards the end. But if you do that, or a version of that, you're really ready to do your next thing. It doesn't cost you too much energy in terms of the next thing you're trying to do. Some days you don't feel like doing anything more than that. It's actually a pretty good workout. So I nominated a lot of people to share theirs. So I'm looking forward to seeing some videos very soon. I'll tag you guys and gals, and looking forward to seeing a bunch of really cool videos very soon.